Day and night. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Let's get some lo-fi on. Ah. Wait, did I change the description to have what I needed it to have? I don't think it did. Because lo-fi was like annoyed at me. Well, I say annoyed at me. I didn't have the quite correct information for lo-fi, and I think that was the reason I was getting copyright striked. I don't know why I paused it. If I go to my past video. Okay, past live. There. I got Discord in there twice. Whoops. I'm gonna have to remember on my next stream to do this because I need to do it before I actually click the stream button. Yeah, okay, so I haven't got it in there. What's the other button? Well, I have it in there. I just didn't apparently have the full information. I'm supposed to have it in there. Yeah, look, I got Discord twice. It's weird. I have lo-fi around the topic. Okay, I'll do a couple things now. I am drinking Pepsi Max. It looks like in my tooth, is it not? I don't know. Was it like a very slight thing? I've had. I'll explain after sharing. Copy that. And go at everyone. How many people do I at when I at everyone? There's always that meme. Over 300 people. Wow. There's always that meme about adding everyone in the server being like the scummy thing to do. But I feel like that's like it's a server about my streams, right? That's correct. I should do that because I feel like that only usually means when you're talking about like friend servers and stuff. You know, friends, whatever those are. I've heard people really enjoy them, but I'm not sure what they are. So that's a little bit of a mystery to me, but I don't think it's the same as a like public server like I do. September. How do I edit my stream again on here? Dashboard, that's it. Well, first of all, I need to get the chat. Where are the chats? Seems a bit like the UI is broken. It's fine, it's fine. I'm doing it now. I'm just slow. I'm slow, okay? God, that should have fixed that one. There you go. Yo, there you go, we got that too. What else am I doing here? That's everything, right? I did the chats, and I was going to say something, but I forgot. Oh, I've been drinking boba tea lately. I see boba tea, like... It's really good. Actually, normal boba's really good, right? But the other boba... Because I made something with my brother, and he ended up throwing it away because he didn't like it. But the normal boba, like... Boba balls, or pearls, I should probably say. Pearl. tapioca pearls, right? And they look like this. And from what I'm aware, it's basically brown sugar, tapioca starch. Oh, I want mine to look like that. Tapioca starch and water. And then you, or at least I, because it's what I saw online, then will make after cooking them, because I have to cook them up, because they come in like little balls. I want to make them myself as well. After cooking them, you put them in a sugar syrup. Like you caramelize some sugar. Caramelize might not be the right way. You melt some sugar. I usually put a little bit of water in it so it's not too thick. I pour that in. I mix it around. And then I pop that at the bottom of the glass, twirling the glass so you get some of the caramel along the sides, kind of like you see here. And then I pour my drink on top. And if I had a milkier drink, it'd actually look like this. But yeah, you cook them, right? So if you buy them, even if you didn't buy them, you'd cook them. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Change the title. Wait, what's the title at the moment? Have I got the right subject? All right, category. My OBS trolled me, but we're back. Then it's accurate. I really wish the way that I stream would edit both of them automatically. That's probably a very weird way to do it. I just don't know how. Okay, so yeah, these are like the... Oh, wait, I should do that. Oh, my dress. That's fine. We should go incognito mode when I do this. Over. Oh. Don't clip that. So yeah, you buy these, and you can make them yourself. But you buy these, and then you cook them up in some boiling water. 5 minutes on the hob, 5 minutes off the hob, and then you're done, and you drain them. And they turn out being like this. And, what is that big, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, but what? Starch. I'm pretty sure there's like brown sugar as well. I guess it's starch and sugar. And it tastes alright. They've not got like a strong taste, but they're quite nice at the bottom of your glass. And you use one of these thick straws, drink it, and it comes up the straw as you're drinking it. And you can have it with coffee, tea, stuff like that. Usually ice, but I'm pretty sure you can still have it hot or warm. Anyways, my brother didn't like those, so I was like, okay. He's gone now anyway, he's not being able to say so. So I got these for 20 quid. Not worth it, in my opinion. But I wanted to see the experience. I've never tried fruit ones. They're nice, but they're just thin spheres made of like an edible gelatin, maybe. You basically bite into them and they have juice inside. As easy as I can describe it. You bite into it, juice comes out, and now you've got that additional juice with what you're drinking. So you got your straw in, you suck up your tea. Some of those balls come up, or pellets come up, and then you bite into them while still having the tea in your mouth, and it sort of adds that juicy flavor to what you're drinking. It's just juice. It's just a fancier way to like put a juice in your tea, and it tastes good, but compared to like, not only were they 20 quid, compared to using these, which you can get a whole kilogram, and because they're unboiled, they haven't got the water weight in them. These have lasted me age. I've already made like probably a dozen cups with these already, and I still have like half a bag. It's just much more unique and interesting, and this is, I think, more traditional. I'm not sure. The flavored ones, if anyone wants to try out boba, so try out those ones and not go for the fruity ones, because the fruity ones, it's just glorified juice. I don't know. I can't justify 20 quid for basically juice that is concealed in some balls. Anyway, so this is the game I worked on. There's some effects that had to be removed from it. Iced tea, iced coffee. I want to try iced matcha, but I still haven't done that. Yeah, it's pretty good. Wait, which ones? The pearls? The fruity ones. The fruity ones I'm just using for teas, because that in coffee I think would be weird. Like a fruity coffee I think wouldn't taste right. But in tea it's fine. So yeah, this is the game. This isn't actually what it entirely looks like. You can get a simulate, which you can do. Instead of playing, we'll simulate so I can show the environment. This is it. There you go. Play. You get the nighttime start. Or the day start, and you'll get building spawn. Which you can find these scrap piles. So you got this effect, but that's because you're supposed to be third person. I'll show that in a minute. You get these scrap piles. And you can basically look through the buildings and try to find them. Wow, there's only one pile down here. And there's 2 buildings, because I end up doing only 2. So you got these little ones here as well. I didn't know people put boba in coffee. I don't think they do the fruity ones. Maybe I'm wrong. 3 FPS. Oh, whoa. Oh no, is Unreal doing... Is this version of Unreal going to be laggy? There's like this thing with Unreal where sometimes it's just... laggy when I try to... Was it just Unreal or was I also laggy? Wait, I'm not caught up on this stream. Let me move and see. That's fine, right? So, some versions of Unreal just run really poorly when I... Oh, just Unreal? What? That's super weird. Why would it just be Unreal, not the entire stream? Wow, yeah, that's so weird. What? Whoops. It's running fine for me, so it's weird to see that it's running so bad on the capture. I guess just a bit of capture. Okay. So I'll show you flying around like this. I'm still simulating, aren't I? So yeah, it changes time of day. Am I simulating? Was there a building? Yeah, okay, there it is. Buildings won't spawn until it's daytime. And yeah, this is basically the game. And I made a ship and everything. I was the only artist on it, so I was like, I didn't start working on it until like 3 days in, really. That music is so loud. I don't know about you guys. Oh god. Yeah, I started working on it sort of around the 3-day, because I like to know what's going on with the project first before I start working on it. Which I feel like some people don't understand that concept. Some people are like, no, make the art now. It's like, no, get some of the programming done and some of the mechanics done, because I need to know where camera angles are going to be, right? Now, I could be completely wrong. And the people who I spoke to during the GameJam completely understood that. But there's definitely something that's happened in the past. So people are like, no, just make the art now. I'm like, it's better. And the producer that we had... producer that we had in the company, like, well, I don't work at my company at the moment, I won't go through that. A producer I worked with a while ago basically said the same thing. Like, usually you start by doing the programming and getting the gameplay in, and then you make art around that. And a really important reason to do that, let me open the windows, get warm in here. That's the reason. A really important reason to do that is it's really hard to drive an artistic vision into something if you don't know how that game's going to be perceived, right? I could have done this really cool landscape that when you're looking from like a low-end angle, when you're looking like when you're looking like here is how I wanted it to be perceived, and I wanted to show off to the camera and everything. And then they approach me, or they implement the game. Okay, so we set up the camera angle. Boom, I'm looking straight down. I'm like, oh, so all that work I did. And it's one of those things as well, as like I can now determine what parts need more detail. If you're this far away from the assets, I know that they don't need to be incredibly high poly or high texture resolution. This game doesn't have a single texture map in it. Oh, I can't full screen, can I? Because it lags. So I made this ship quickly. It's not my best work, obviously. You can control the ship, move around. Ignore the big circle. That's just a... what do you usually call that? A debugger thing? You get out the ship. It will still move, but if you don't stop it first, you see there's like the thruster strength here. If I turn that down, we'll stop and settle on the ground. You get to a door, leave the door, and then go explore and try to find buildings. The buildings will only spawn around a certain circle around. Uh-oh, my jetpack's broken. There's a few bugs in the game because it never really got a chance to get tested. So when it gets dark, you have a torch that turns on. And your ship will also get starting to be attacked by robots. Oh, there's a building here. Nice. So you collect these resources. My ship is actually taking damage right now, so let's get back to it. Because the ship is basically like a tower defense. Oh, there's a robot there. Not in here. And your ship picks up these fuels naturally. And when you get the fuel to the max, you leave the planet, you win. But you can stand underneath and upgrade your turrets. Oh, I upgraded one of them once? What? It still looks blue though. Was that purple? I think I double upgraded it and used all my money. Whoops. And that's the game. Pretty cool use of minimap. Yeah, that would definitely be useful. But I think I did like particle effects and stuff. That only spawn around a character actually, so I've got to find the character to show you off. Show you off? Show it off. Where's he spawn? Oh wait, you won't spawn if I simulate. You'll spawn if I play and then I eject. Well, I guess I don't need to eject. I can show you. It's like small effects. And my friend actually didn't like this effect. I did these cubes. And I wanted them to be cubes instead of normal particles. And they fade over time. If you look at them, if you stare at one of them, it'll eventually... So it fades in quickly, but then fades out slowly. So, like, see that? The, like, kind of look like they disintegrate. I don't know, because it was like a blocky game with everything hard surfaced, I really wanted to go with the whole particles all being chunky. And my friend actually showed me a demo of something he had before that was using like some assets from that he'd used from like Unreal Marketplace. And actually I don't think it was from the Unreal Marketplace, it was from somewhere. And there was like this steam that he showed that, well, he didn't mean to show it to me, it just happened to be in the environment. And it was doing the same sort of thing where it was just cubes and they sort of disappeared over time. I was like, oh, that'd be so cool if you just had like cubes floating around the character very subtly, like only if you pay attention you'll sort of see that they're there. You see, when you walk you also get some kick up sometimes. There you go, see that? And then when you land on the ground you get some appear as well. Again, very subtle effects, but just enough to like make it feel like you're more in the environment. My friend didn't really like it, but I mean, that's fair enough. At the end of the day, it's all personal preference. Oh, and then you have the when you right click on a pile, you get like the resources look like they're gathering towards you. There are only cubes, which I think is fine. I learned a lot about Niagara working on this because I've kind of neglected to learn it for a long time. Oh. Yeah, that's the game. Really enjoyable. I really like. It was a fun time making it. For some reason, everything I freaking work on always has a dynamic day and night system, and I really just want to do something with baked lighting for once when I work on a joint project. But what can you do? Let's go over to Substance now. I need to buy Substance. Because I think my membership is going to end soon. What? Okay, it's not ended yet, so when it ends. I don't know, wait. My biggest problem with Adobe products is they force you to buy big bundles. And I really dislike that. Let's see if they get you to do it with this. Because I don't even need Designer, right? If I were to... I would only subscribe to Designer the months I'm going to use it. Because Substance Paint is one I use the most. I don't like having software there that I won't use for an entire month and then pay for that month. And I'm just like, ugh. Oh god, no, not straight to the buy now page. Yeah, Substance 3D collection. Like, Yeah, I get 6 softwares. 5 I'm not even going to use very... Like, Substance 3D Modeler, I'm not going to use Substance to 3D model. Substance 3D Sampler. Photos in the 3D model, I'm not going to use that. Substance 3D Designer, I will use that from time to time. Substance Painter, I'm obviously going to use that. 3D Stager, I'm not going to use that. That's literally just the render software for it, right? Yeah, I only work in Unreal. And Substance 3D Asset. And that's the Substance Source, I guess, which I don't usually actually use the models. I use the textures, so I don't know if that counts as well. So I will use 2 of these, one of these regularly, one of them very irregularly, and one of them extremely irregularly. But I have to pay for all 6 of them for £40 a month. I don't like that very much. That's why it's very appealing for me to just get the Steam one where you just get Painter. For $125.99, but I know that goes on offer. I'm going to check if it's on any offer at the moment. I know it seems to have it at the moment. Wow, they must have put that up because there's an article here that says it's £31 a month and it's £41 now. So they probably added some software to it. I think instead right now we're working on Unreal Engine and we're going to make up a scene for it. I don't want to use this version of Substance. It crashed anyway. Okay. So... Oh, Unity completely caved. Someone did say there's an update. Got to sleep, have a good stream. As in you've got to go to sleep. Oh, okay, man. Have a good one. I want to check the Unity news. Someone did write down the stream I'm in. What did someone post about? You know, I'll try it in. Unity update. Unity announces its revamped pricing. 2.5 revenue share. What was it before? As in of everything they earn. My mouse is like freaking out. The team plan is drastically departure from what was initially announced. Now users on Unity personal subscription plan will not be charged the new fee, and Unity will increase the revenue cap on games made with the plan to 2. So you got in that much before. Any games made with Unity that make less than 1 million in 12 months will not be subject to the fee. Okay. Which is this like? Yeah, I remember the 20p per install. Is this like, so when they say all of this, so I didn't look into it as much as I probably should have. Is this an additional fee on top of what they already take? So are they already taking whatever the percentage was? And then it's like this, because it says subject to fee, right? Is that an additional fee where you start adding every million? Or is this now only a fee if you earn over $1 million? Like you don't pay anything. You don't pay Unity any revenue until you earn over $1 million. I assume that's not it. Company is also changing what games can be assessed with the new fee. The new fee would have applied to all games that met the specific download and revenue threshold. I'm just waiting for you to write site to tell me more details. This applies to the games both in development and release. Wait. But surely they can't get to a revenue threshold if they were in development still. I guess you could develop a game that's already released, but the wording's weird. Now Unity is saying that the fee will only apply to games made with the next version of Unity that is expected. So basically, if people want to avoid this like fee anyway, they'll just make their games without the new Unity, right? And people make custom versions of Unity all the time. People will probably just end up using that unless they're introducing amazing features. Right? The runtime fee plus fee will only apply beginning with the next LTS. Oh, wait. Did they add like a splash screen? Like when you launch the project, it would forcefully show you that it was made with Unity. I feel like any good company that's, you know, that's just a good company will show that it's made with Unity at the start anyway. Right? I can't think of a game where it doesn't tell you. Freaking, was it Battlefield was Frostbite, right? Because you had to or something. Is that what used to happen in Battlefield? Battlefield Frostbite splash screen. It's like Frost, right? That's what I remember the splash screen being Battlefield Bad Company 2. What I played the most. No one's got a video of the splash screen. I remember it being something like that. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, that's weird. Why would you force a splash screen where that's just what developers already do? Developers want to show what they're using most of the time, right? I don't know why that's such a common practice, actually. Why do people... Oh, you know what? I haven't set my new VR sensor up yet. I should do that tonight. And maybe stream it. I'm not sure. I know Battlefield. I was just saying an example. The first example that came to my mind of showing a splash screen was Battlefield and how memorable for some reason that is. I also remember 3DO. 3DO. If you've never seen that in a minute. 3DO. 3DO or 3D0? It's got to be O, right? Flash screen. Wait, that's not the one I remember. What? 3DO games? Heroes of Might and Magic 3 splash screen? How do I find what I'm looking for? I just remember THQ, which was is he reading my messages? Do it now, live unpacking. You want? But I mean, that's the last thing you said, right? The live unpacking. It's over there. That's not every game do it. I can't remember the last time a game didn't do it. What is this? There's a video of like... I need to play the new Legend of Zelda. I have it. I've not played any of my Switch games. I might just lay in bed tonight and tomorrow morning playing it after my VR.
Sorry, Link. I can't give credit.
Okay, whatever. Let me read more of this. Yeah. So it only applies to the next version. See, that was the big one. Is why were they forcing it retroactively? Right? Like, you could release a unique game freaking 5 years ago, and they were like, boom, 20p per install now. That was weird. Like, is that common? I feel like that's common in some areas, in some industries, but it just doesn't feel right in this kind of industry. That was a really weird requirement. Money. Yeah, true, yeah. Unity doesn't make a profit year by year. Really? Unity yearly profit. Minus. Wait, is that minus or is that just a dash? How? How do they have so much spending? Because they get a passive income basically for people who use the engine and publish a game and then earn so much money. That is so weird to me. Is that not just the company's fault so why they're losing money? Because I can't imagine what they'd be spending that much money on. Like, they could literally not release a new version of Unity for a couple of years and people would still make games on their version, on the version that was last released. They have 70k? That sounds ridiculous. That does not sound like they need that many. Get Elon Musk in there and fire like 69,000. Like you do to Twitter. Unity total employees. Okay, so it says it's 7,700, which still sounds like a lot. I mean, what does Unity produce as a company? Is it just the games engine? The thing with Epic Games, so I was going to write, oh, Epic Games thingy, but they run stuff like Fortnite, and loads of other games they've released in the past. Like Epic Games doesn't just make a games engine, but does Unity make games too? I mean, Epic Games had an estimate of 3,700 employees. They have half what Unity have. Yeah, basically what you just said. They have way less staff and make Luke billions in profit. Like, that's so weird. I feel like, why has Unity got... Because they develop games too. Right? I feel like, am I being stupid here? Like, does Unity... What does Unity produce? Or does Unity make their own games? Why does Unity not use their own game engine to make their own games? So people are asking it, so I assume not. So that's super weird. Like, Epic Games games. List of games by Epic Games. Here we go. Like, Epic Games has released games. Fortnite obviously being the most recent one. Okay, so they haven't made games in a while, admittedly. The last one was literally Fortnite. But before Fortnite, they were releasing a game almost yearly. In fact, some years they released, like this year, they released Gears of War 3, Infinity Blade 2, and Bulletstorm. They released Bulletstorm? I did not know that. But are Epic developers or producers? Oh, both. Oh, no, not both. Sometimes they're the producer and developer, and sometimes they're just the developer. Okay. That is so weird. Oh, Atari published Unreal Tournament 2004. I did not know that. Epic Games making it. Yeah. That's so weird that they are basically punishing, trying to punish developers to pull their company out of the, like, yearly deficit they're in on expenses instead of just actually sorting out where they're spending that money. Equally, if they figured out that they didn't need 80% of their employees, let's say, for example, then fired all of them, they would be hated on for throwing so many people out of work. So it's one of those scenarios where, could they do a mass firing to save money? Probably. I don't know. Maybe every single one of their employees do something amazing for the company, and I'm completely unaware. That the amount of employees they have, which was 7,000 something, at least it said on the front page, just seemed ludicrously high, especially when Epic Games has half that many employees and produce way more. Most of them probs are from, management. Yeah, so I was maybe thinking that, but that still just sounds like too many. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a business owner, so I wouldn't know, but... Bye. See ya. Have a good one. He said bye as I looked over. Yeah, so let's set up an Unreal document today, and we'll actually try to get my assets in there. Obviously, they're not textured yet, but I can finalize that up later. I kind of want to start on the lighting and stuff because it's fun to do. Now, I could use 5.2, or 5.1, or 5.3 isn't installed yet. I'm just going to use 5.2 because it's a newer version. The newest version I have installed. I could use a pre-existing scene, which isn't the worst thing in the world. But my problem with that, and then duplicate it or whatever, duplicate it and use that. There's nothing, I don't think there's any scenes except maybe the fish station where I'm going to want to completely replicate everything I've done. Because the fish station is probably the closest. Is this loading? That's, oh my god. Oh my god, wow. I made a lot of Blender documents for this project. I usually just go to recent Blender files to load up what I'm working on. Oh no. Where have I put this? Oh, I made a folder for it, right? What happens when you're not keeping organized? You know what though? I've said it before. Oh, fuck it, it's not in here. I've said it before. I'll say it again. There was this like artist I used to follow who are these all like backup versions? 23 gigabytes. There's an artist I used to follow who basically said she doesn't name her things or name her layers. Actually, I don't know how organized. She said she didn't name her layers. She said because it's a waste of time. And I was like, thank you. Oh, there you go, it's loading. I hate naming every little thing because I think it's just so monotonous. Monotonous? Is that the one I'm looking for? But on top of that, I just feel like it wastes a lot of time. If I know, like, don't get me wrong, when I look at layers sometimes, I have to sometimes click through and to make sure which one I'm working on, but it's it doesn't take very long. When I'm naming every single thing and then trying to organize that, it takes up so much extra time. Oh, have I not worked on this scene since the art test? Oh my god. Art test. Oh, I want to make this. Oops. I want to make another scene too. There's two scenes I want to make at the moment. Blocky grass skeleton. So I made how many Blender documents? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Blender documents to make this project. That's the F-Spy modeling scene. F-Spy modeling UV fixed. Is that the one I want? No, that can't be the latest one because I've got something scaled up. F-Spy modeling. Is it called F-Spy modeling? In this case, I should have been a bit more organized, I'll admit. Oh, there, I found it. The following location has limited space. Whoa! What happened to my drive space? What have I installed on the C drive recently? Uh-oh. Very great dev stream. Let's see. I name important layers. I use groups though and name them. But only if... Yeah, see, I kind of do that sometimes too. Okay, so what's taking up all my space in users right now? App data, local... Temp's got a decent amount of stuff in it that I can delete. Don't think there's anything in there I need to recover. Hopefully. It's funny, I installed Unity and made that one project, and then they came out with all this stuff about all the money they're going to take from developers. I was like, that was a weird time for me to learn how to use Unity. What is Steve Gaming these days? Like the YouTube channel? Nothing at the moment. I mean, I could play some solo games and record them like I used to. Some people have been asking for me to upload, which is weird. It's the first time people have ever asked for me to upload stuff to my gaming channel. I kind of like streaming me playing games, and then I'll upload them then. So maybe I'll do that. I love that GIF you have in there of me playing Alex. Where did you post that? I want to see it again. So funny. Is that public? I was actually asking about you and your free time. I don't know what it is. One, I feel very tired recently, so I feel like I'm sleeping a bit extra. But two, I just like... Oh, there it is. I'm struggling to find time for things. Like, I'm having to deal with a lot of stuff that I can't really go into detail on about my ex-employer. So that's taking up a decent amount of time. I'm trying to organize... I want to organize a trip to go to Japan. I've been socializing with friends online. I did go away and meet up with some of my friends from work, because I'd never seen them in person before. That was quite fun. I was looking at the video. Because I bought all these new Switch games. Like, hold on. I literally had 4 Switch games. So the 4 Switch games are still up there. All of these Switch games, what I bought recently, for very cheap. I think the most I spent on one was Tears of the Kingdom for 25 quid, and that's like a £45 or £40 game at the moment, right? So I've got Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, you know what? I bought these and not opened all of them up, I don't think. So let's have a look at all of them. Got Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom. Animal Crossing. Toad's Treasure Tracker, which I've actually wanted for a while. I know it's a Wii U game, I'm pretty sure. So it's an old game, but I've wanted that for a while. Because I've never been able to bring myself to buy Switch games, because they always are like £35 plus, because they really never go down in price, no matter how long they've been out for. And then I thought one day, I'm going to go on Facebook Marketplace, which is what I'll be doing for these. I'm going to see people selling them cheap. I think this will cost me 15, 25... 20, 15, 20, 20. I'll go through those in a minute. Yeah, so I got them for like half the price I would actually buy them for. And I was like, you know what? I kind of want to buy them now. So I've probably spent 100 to £200 here. And I've not played a single one of them. I've spent all that money and not played one. Because I just feel so busy lately. Yep. Link's Awakening, Legend of Zelda. Mario Party Superstar, which doesn't have one in it because I have it in my console. I actually have played that briefly. Luigi's Mansion 3, which I wanted to play for a very long time. I really wish you could buy the other one on there. Super Mario World, again an older one, but they released the Bowser Fury, which should come with the game. There's it on it. Another Super Mario Party, because apparently there was 2, and I said, screw it, I'll buy both of them off you when I was talking to somebody. Well, Pokemon Scarlet, which I'm actually not interested in. He was just selling them cheap. Like, it was like doing a deal where it was like, oh, you can buy 4 of them and I'll give it to you for like 50 quid, 60 quid. And he basically threw this in for free with that. And I was like, sure, yeah. And Breath of the Wild, which I should play first. So, I mean, I've got Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom to play. But I've got all these games. I've got all these books. Got a few of those games too, nice. I barely played my Switch, right, ever since I bought it. And I just thought I should really play it. It's a good console, and the Steam Deck has made me appreciate the Switch more. Not to say it's better, but just because it's made me appreciate it more. So I bought these games. I've got those books there that I haven't played. I've bought PC games. I've got Red Dead Redemption 2. Never launched it. I don't know what it is. My time feels so... Like, even recently, right? I know I'm just going on a rant now about... Somebody said, oh, wow, nice. Wait, in uni, as in you were... at uni, sorry. As in not while you were going to uni, as in you went to uni in the building and you were playing it. Because that's funny if that's what you mean. Because it is a portable console, so I mean... I can't find the actual charger for the Switch. And I think people say that if you use an off-brand one, it could be bad for it. But I can't find where I've placed it. Maybe it's... Maybe it's in the Switch box. That must be laying around somewhere. I want to set it up so I can plug it into the telly and just play it in bed. And that's a 4K telly, and I don't think the Switch. I don't think the Switch can always go to 1080p, but that doesn't really bother me. I got the Steam Deck, which I've barely played. I played it. I've actually completed probably about 5 games on it, which to some people sounds like a lot. To other people, it sounds like very little. I played the Little Nightmares series on it, which was really fun. That was like one of my favorite. I'm so glad that was one of the first experiences on the Steam Deck. I think it's perfect. I think side-scroller games are perfect for handheld devices, which obviously maybe that's because of DS games and Nintendo games being very kind of that theme. A lot of their games or top-down. I've got the steering wheel on a new stand. So I had the steering wheel for a while, but I've got the stand now, and I'll be playing Euro Truck. Admittedly, I have put maybe 20 hours in that after buying the stand, so that's not too bad. What else have I bought recently? I'm just buying stuff. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So like, I spent 5 days doing that art test that I showed you guys. Is Unreal still launching? Oh right, I was moaning about space on my PC. Let's try to clear up some space. Actually, I won't show you that just yet. I don't think I've got anything really private on here that I'd care if you guys saw, but you know, just in case. Riot Games. Wait, why have I got League of Legends twice? Why have I... Why have I got League of Legends twice? Oh, PvE. Oh. I can delete that. I'm probably never going to use the PvE again. Yeah, I'll go through and delete some of these. Yeah, so I did a 5-day art test, which was uni. I did a 7-day immediately. Like I said, I didn't really spend the first 3 days doing stuff, but I did spend it talking to people about the design of the game. Doing that, I've been dealing with stuff from my past work. I've been talking to a lot of people. I don't know. I went to the hospital today to finally deal with my issue that I've been having for over a year. People keep saying to me, "Are you not bored? Like, you're not doing anything now. You're not working." And I'm just like, I feel like I've got less time now for some reason, and I don't know what it is. I just feel like I've got less time. I've been watching Netflix. I watched the One Piece series. That was really good. I then watched Arcane. I finally watched Arcane. Very, very good. Not as Super Mario World is great. Also, Bowser Fury is great. Okay, cool. Little Nightmares Fury is coming in. I know. Yeah, I saw that. Sorry. Well, actually, in lecture. Cool. Wait, what was I saying? Oh wow, completely lost train of thought. I'm now thinking about Little Nightmares 3 because I'm excited for that. I can't remember. What was I saying? Netflix. Thank you. Yeah, I watched Arcane and that. Arcane, very, very good. Probably like an 8 out of 10. Depending on what I watch, you know, like how you can get that, like, what do they usually call it? Like the honeymoon phase of something. I should just change the stream to just chatting at this point. With Arcane, with certain shows I watch, I go through a honeymoon stage, but I go through the opposite sometimes. And I think that happens mostly when people really, 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 really big up a show. Every single person I was asking about Arcane, except maybe one person I could think of, was like 10 out of 10, best thing in the world, best thing, amazing, masterpiece, amazing. And I was just like, guys, it pisses me off watching it. Because if there is no flaws in something you've watched, it makes me not want to find those flaws, but it makes me more sensitive to noticing those flaws. In Arcane, there was kind of some storytelling elements that I wasn't a big fan of. Without saying too much, I didn't enjoy the character Jinx very much. Some people, what? I think she was really one-dimensional. I know it's like, what? But she had a really in-depth psychological break and all of this. Again, I won't go into too much detail, but I still think she was one-dimensional. I think maybe it's because the show didn't show enough of her after a certain time skip. But it felt more like a switch. Like 1 minute she had a personality change, right? It's like 1 minute she was one minute she was another, and boom. And yeah, there is fighting a little bit inside of her head, but that's nothing new, right? I've never... Yeah, right, Mega Cool Man. Generic story. Thank you. That's the way I'd put it. I think the story was... I'm going to put these back. Oh. I think the story was generic, and I think for people who've watched a lot of shows and movies, you would know that. But I think for a lot of people who aren't... This is a huge assumption, but I feel like for a lot of people who aren't that into movies and TV shows, or at least not as much as some people, they wouldn't realize how generic the show actually felt. A genericism, that's probably not a word, isn't a problem, but it does, for people who've watched a lot of different movies and shows, bring something down to not being as inventive as a lot of other people may think it is. I feel like, so if you've seen it, I don't mind too much about spoilers. Some people might watch the VOD and get annoyed at me, but I think with Jinx, her character development I found very, very generic. I just, character goes crazy. I don't know. Like, there were some parts where I was like, oh, that's unique. You know, in most storytelling, they wouldn't take it in this slight direction with the character. But it didn't feel that outside the box of belief of what I was basically guessing was going to happen. Now, nothing in the show shocked me. Don't get me wrong, I've played League of Legends, right? Now, I don't know much of the lore of League of Legends because it doesn't interest me. I play League of Legends for the game, not the lore. Some people also may get mad at that, but they've changed the lore like 4 times. Why do I care about the lore? Like, because I know the characters, I knew Jinx, after playing League of Legends, was already a crazy character. So I knew her arc was going to make her crazy. It was, like I said, it was more like a switch, and I didn't really like that. I would have loved, maybe if the show followed her more, and you got to see her mind break and crack in a way that she was becoming more and more insane. Maybe that would be more interesting. And again, you do see some parts where she's trying to fight with herself, and she's hallucinating, talking to her brothers, stuff like that. But I think Vi was also pretty generic, but I didn't really mind that too much because I don't feel like they wanted to make her character insanely in depth. There was depth to her character, but I don't think it was like really deep, right? And then all the other characters were cool because I've played League of Legends, so being able to introduce characters where I'm like, wow, I know this person. That was quite nice. And it was like, oh, how did this, you know, I know what this character looks like in game. Why didn't they look like it here? And then boom, something happens, and you're like, wow, now they look like that thing in game. That's what happened to them. That's why they like that. That was interesting. But still, I mean, maybe 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10. It was still very, very... It did what it was supposed to do very, very well, right? Even though it may have been generic. So I still would rate it quite highly. And I know some people, for some reason, think if you rate like a 7 or lower, you're saying it's bad. I'm rating it an 8.5 anyway. 8.5 is a phenomenal grade to give something. That's what 8.5 would be, like a 4.25 out of 5, because some people like the out of 5 system. That is a phenomenal grade to give something. And okay, when anyone says it's phenomenal, that's to be fair, that's close to masterpiece levels. If you're going between 9 out of 10, so if you're going between 9 and 10, that's a masterpiece range. If you're just below that, it's you saying it's close to a masterpiece, in my opinion. And I mean, at the end of the day, you wouldn't have a rating from 1 to 10 is a scale system, right? And depending on what you've watched and haven't watched, that scale could change a little bit. So your future ratings for something may go higher. When I first watched Sword Art Online anime, I thought it was alright. I thought it was maybe like a 7. Now I'd give it like a 4. Actually, no, I'd probably given it a 6 originally, maybe even lower, maybe a 5. But now I'd give it like a 3 or a 2. Because I find the main character so mind-numbingly generic and boring that it ruins the entire show. But I wouldn't have that comparison as much as I do now if I didn't watch so many animes. I've probably seen over 100 maybe animes. And I know you can compare to other media. Some people don't like to do this, but you can compare to other media, right? You can compare to Western media and stuff like that and say, oh, in this kind of movie, you'd get this kind of storytelling. Because stories hit the same notes. No matter what you're watching, most stories will hit the same notes, have a normal beginning, medium, end. And movies that don't hit the generic notes tend to get penalized and criticized for not hitting a normal story note, right? Like if you start off a show, you need to you start it off. So a generic formula would be you start it off, people are happy, something bad happens, that creates an incentive or a motive for the main character, and then the whole medium chunk of the story is based on that main character fulfilling what they're trying to do because of what happened at the start. Then the end is the resolution, whether it's a good or bad ending, it's a revolution to how that resolves itself, or how the main character resolves it, right? That's a generic formula for a story. When things don't hit those notes, sometimes they're penalized for that, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Anyways, let's not talk about movies. I'm not a certified critic, so right. So what's taking up so much space? That's taking up some space. Let's Wait, where? Desktop. Oh. That's the one. I should rename it. Desktop. And cut and paste it in there. Cool, might take a while. You need a scene for just talking. Would that just be a camera? What would I, my camera's not the highest quality. Like, whoa. Hello. Not the worst quality, actually. Let's make a new scene while things are deleting and moving. Oh no. On the bottom, it's pressed. New scene. Just talking. Don't swap to the scene just because. Can I not like edit the scene while. That's weird. Oh, yeah, I want that one. Want that one. Oh, you not got strong enough internet to stream? Cam and chat, maybe a small desktop window. Oh, like kind of like the reverse what we've got now. I need one of those ones where it takes up. I'm not very good at making graphics design. I was gonna say like have it so it takes up so much of the screen. I'm still at my parents'. I'm 29 years old and I live with my parents. Oh, it was my birthday recently. I should have streamed on it. That'd have been cool. I had people over, so I couldn't really. To be fair, I've only been living with my parents for 3 years. After university, I didn't live with my parents, and then COVID happened. It was easier to move in with my parents, and now everything's skyrocketed in price. And I've just lost my job, so I'm like, it's a bit awkward to. My bed is messy. Everything's messy in my room, and I've just made my camera big. Oh, you know what? Copying this. Oh, wait. Wrong monitor. What am I doing? What's the group file? Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, that is a little bit annoying. Wait, so if I edit these, for example, did it get edited in here? No, we're good. Oh, it's scaling is so weird. Oh, there you go. Something like that, and then we could do something with the background with like my art on the bottom right. Have I not got the art folder anymore? I guess we'll make a new one. I have new stuff to show off, to be fair, so. New art for stream. I wish I could show off what I made for my company I worked at. You guys have seen none of it. Our streams could be in. Oh, you've got. Why has everyone got ultra widescreen now? Is it becoming the new thing? How many people have ultra wides? Everyone, like I say, everyone. So many people I speak to recently, like, yeah, ultra wide now. I think I always prefer my setup. I think where it's I like the setup I have now, where it's 2 monitors and the one in the middle. I actually think this is probably my perfect setup. I wish the desk was maybe 20% bigger, so I had a little bit extra room. But I think this is exactly how I would want my setup to always be. Because some people say, oh, why didn't you just make that monitor at the front one ultra wide? But it's like, because it feels like I have 3 separate workstations with the separate monitors, so I like that. I'm leaning slightly more towards bent screens recently, but I'm still not super into them. I still don't know how I feel about that. Okay, let's go to my art station. That reminds me, I should post my scene I made. Oh, I thought people liked my work. The scene I made for the game jam on my art station. Just say, oh, a 7-day game jam of a full game and have a video of it being played. I think that'd be cool. You go, new art. Oh. I was gonna put my... I was gonna put this scene in there, but it's not the right aspect ratio. Maybe I'll take some standalone images just for my stream. Oh, actually, I can't remember how to take pictures. I had to install a plugin to do it, and I can't remember how to do it. I won't do that. I'll just drag them in the way they are, and we can see how it shows up on stream. We'll just do that. I mean, equally, what I could do, which is kind of oversimplified. You still have 2 monitors. Yeah, but you got ultra wide, right? And some people keep saying to me that an ultra wide is like having 2. So, because you can have so much stuff on it. You basically turn 2 displays into like a square display, right? When you do it. Because you do like half and half of 2 different things. So what I could do, as cheap as this is going to be, can I... Oh, I've got to pop into my desktop first. Are you good? Where is it? I'm dragging it onto my desktop, but it's just not appearing. Where is it? Right, copy and replace. It's literally not appearing. Refresh my desktop. There it is. Wow. Okay. That's weird. Yeah, so what I could do is go cover size, make it the right scale. Should cut it. There you go. And then select, well, scale it down a little bit so we actually can see everything. Oh, I actually gave it a white background. That's really annoying. Okay, was it? Where's my scale point? What? Okay, I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen. Bring it down a little bit. There you go. Make sure it's center. Not coming up if it's center, that's fine. What I could do is, I don't know how to, I'm pretty sure it's just a gradient that goes up and down, which means I should, theoretically, as I enable editing on it, be able to stretch, what, there you go. Stretch this out. No, it's blurring it. Why is it, why is Vignette so weird? They're not gonna work. Oh no, that works. There you go. Look, it looks like you've got the sky going across the whole thing. More. Whoa, easy, mate. Okay, that'd be fine for an image. Save doesn't work. You got to export. I don't know why they changed that. It's such a weird change. Get you back up. Let me try something real quick. Okie dokie. Export to there, and we'll call it first. No, we'll call it. Oh, we'll just call it the scene. Unity floating. I made a post about my art test, as unprofessional as it probably is. I wonder if anyone commented on it. So I made a post on it. I know I made a comment on it. Because I think it's ridiculous what you have to go through as an artist just to land a job. Just to be paid minimum wage at some places. For something you spent 5 years studying. Let me explain. So some people may say 5 years. It's not 5 years. You only go to university for 3 years. I mean, in America it's 4, but America seems to have more opportunity for games artists anyway. It's only 4 years. Okay. 3 years, sorry. College. You still have to stay on. You still are forced to study. I'm seeing a really cool thing in Twitter. I'm going to ignore that because it's distracting me. And it really, 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 really bothers me. Because... The Simpsons in here. Is that the one I'm looking for? Nice. Wait, is this the right one? Oh yeah, Simpsons UE5. Well, this is really nice. It really, 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 really bothers me. Because as a 3D artist... And again, I shouldn't have made a post on this because it's kind of unprofessional. But I never mentioned the company, so it's fine. Why is my PC acting so weird and slow? My PC good? Oh, Explorer just completely reset itself. My background vanished. It saved the image though. So the reason it bothers me so much is because I think it's absolutely ridiculous that no other job, except for maybe programmers, no other job you're required to present so much as a 3D artist has to. As a 3D artist, you have to, so like a lot of jobs at least, you have to go to university and you have to get a degree. Now don't get me wrong, some of them will accept you without a degree, but I can't remember the last time I ever saw a job application for a 3D art job that didn't say on it that you need a bachelor's degree in the field. So, on top of that, you need to have a CV. Perfectly normal. They usually ask you to have an insane amount of experience, but we'll ignore that for now. Lots of jobs do that. You then need a cover letter. Something, again, most jobs have. But you tend to need to be very specific. I want to work for this company because I love No Man's Sky. Hello Games, you're the best. I want to work for you because No Man's Sky is phenomenal and I would love to work on it. It has inspired me to be a 3D artist since I was a child, even though it wasn't released when I was a child. But you know what? It is that good. You know, a cover letter is like you trying to make it sound like it. I feel like no one must read a cover letter because it just sounds like you're waffling on. Anyways, you have to write a cover letter. Then you need to make a portfolio. You're usually told in university, at least I was, you can't really have a portfolio made up stuff from university. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people's work I see today with all these new softwares like Substance Paint and everything, some people are producing really good work in Unity, so you probably can. But let's say, for me, I couldn't because my work wasn't good enough. So you have to spend your own free time doing a portfolio. Projects can take anywhere from a measly 10 hours for a very, very small or very like a simple asset that's quite nicely detailed, up to hundreds of hours for an entire scene, especially with animation or anything in it. For one piece on your portfolio. You're then told very different things from jobs that either be very, very expansive and show that you could do 20 different things on your portfolio, or you get told, oh, this is too expansive, you should only show that you can make vehicles. So there's always a, because I literally have been told that. I've pretty much had those two conversations. I've had one person say, wow, we love your portfolio because it shows everything that you like. It shows you could do so much. It shows you that you're a very diverse generalist. Then I've had other people say, no, you don't want that because jobs hate it. I'm like, well, this job liked it. So anyways, you do all of that. So already a portfolio is already quite a lot more than some jobs that most other jobs will require you to have. When you go to a job, your portfolio is basically just where you've worked, right? It's kind of a work portfolio, it's your experience portfolio. Then you get asked to do an art test. Something that you are not paid for. Something that sometimes a company will literally take and use for their own stuff. And I've literally been told by people their company have done that, so... and I've seen it online. People were like complaining about it. you are then, in my case, given a measly 1 sentence worth of feedback. In my case, I was given... And people say, you don't have to do an art test today. What do you mean I don't have to do an art test? We could decline it. So you want me to just turn down the job then? Well, no, you don't have to turn down the job. No. If they are asking 10 artists to do an art test, and 1 out of 10 of them, say, no, I'm not doing that. I want to be paid for it. Or, no, I'm not doing that. I don't do free art tests. Or, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to spend 5 days doing something that I'm not being paid for. Why would they continue to try to hire me? Unless I'm that good, they are just going to pick one of those other 9 artists. So you are forced to do the art test. I just want to see if make a comment, say anything. Okay. So you do the art test, whatever. I spent 5 days doing this art test. Is this scene amazing? Some people think it's really good, actually. No. The scene isn't, like, jaw-droppingly amazing. But it was only 5 days. I had other commitments to do over those 5 days. And I never had used Unity, really, anyways, in my life. So I picked up a piece of software that I've basically never used. And I got an entire scene with particle effects that move, with animations that move, and it's spinning around on playtime. I learned how to do all of that in that time frame. I then was not given the job, which is fine. There might have been a competitor better than me. And all the feedback said, it was a good art test, or a great art test. Or your environment was good. I think maybe is what it said. The environment was good. However, we were looking for more. You're not going to tell me what the more was? Like, I literally asked. I sent back an email in a professional way, but basically saying, can you give me more feedback, please? I said it in a much more professional way than that, but yeah. That's kind of the gist of it. I was asking in a polite and professional way, can I please have more feedback? I've got nothing back. It's been weeks. Weeks? Coming up to 2 weeks? I spent 5 days doing an unpaid free art test. Gave them everything because they requested not just images or videos, they requested the entire documents that I worked in. Meaning they can take that and do what they want with it because neither of us has signed an NDA. Which is why I can also talk about it. So I can talk about it, but they can nick it now if they want to. They might not do. They might be a good company and not take any of the work from an art test, but who knows? We don't know that. And they gave me, so 5 days of work, and they gave me 5 seconds of feedback. How is that fair? And I'm so sick of hearing people say, yeah, but Steve, a company has to take a risk. Like, they don't want to take the risk. They want to make sure you can do the work. Oh, shut up. Go tell that to a chef. Go tell that to a lawyer. Go tell that to a dentist. I don't walk into a dentist and go, okay, I want to watch you work on someone's teeth for free. And they won't pay you either. Because I want to know if you're a good enough dentist. Oh, you want to come and work in my kitchen? I'm a chef. Okay, go home. Invent some dishes. Come back in. Let me taste them and eat them for free. And I will tell you if we have a job for you. If your food is good enough to work here. No. Because when you hire someone, you put them on a probation period. A probation period is 3 months usually. Sometimes 6 months. Where you can tell someone you've been fired without telling them you've been fired. A probation period is the ability to get rid of someone without any legal liability. Because the whole point of a probation is to decide whether or not that person is good enough to work at the company. And if they are not, you can just let them go. That is where you take your risk. You should not, because no other field does it, force someone to do an art test because you don't want to take a risk. That's what hiring someone is. It is taking a risk. And that infuriates me. Hey, Wolf. Man asset, and you looks amazing. Thanks. This is the environment I made recently. I'm just setting up a new talking scene. I'm talking about my art test and why it annoyed me. Because I hate working for free and then getting no feedback. You know what? My hairline is getting really high. Only on one side though, which makes me feel like it's not a big deal. It's just the way that the hair's growing. Yeah, I absolutely despise art tests, and I think anyone who thinks they're fine need to go look at other jobs and realize it is not commonplace in other fields because it's ridiculous. What if I was given 4 art tests in a span of 2 weeks and all of them said 5 days? You've got 5 days to work on this. One, there's only 14 days in 2 weeks, so they would have to overlap on the workload. Two, that is 20 days worth of work. So if let's say we made it all in 14 days, and let's say we only spent 7.5 hours working on the projects each day. That is, well, technically 14 days would be almost 3 weeks away. Let's say 15 days. That is 3 weeks worth of work for free to just see if you get a job. I think it's despicable. I honestly think it is almost criminal how that is for some reason acceptable. And again, people can disagree. It is an opinion-based thing. By the way, me testing. What are you testing? We already found someone else. Yeah, that one's annoying. I've had that a couple of times. There's clearly been... This is 16 by 9. Oh. Wow. That's quite cut off. Wow, 16 by... Oh, yeah, because it's 21 by 9. No, that makes sense. I was going to say, that's so big for... I thought it was 19 by 9 for a second. I was like, no. Yeah, I've had people say, I really love how it's turned out for my animation. I had only 4 days to make a trailer remake on time for Five Nights at Freddy... A 9 years. Wait, what? Oh, no, not a 9 years. Time for Five Nights at Freddy's 9 years. Wait, so did you make something? Wait. As you can tell, I'm frustrated with the art test. I wasn't even frustrated. It's when they didn't give me feedback is when the frustration started, like, bubbling up. Well, no. I was happy that I got an interview. For those of you who aren't aware, I basically never get interviews. It is very, very, very rare for me to even get an interview. For 5 years after university, I didn't get a single interview for a games company. Not one. I applied for probably a couple hundred. And that's fine, right? I'm not going to sit here and say, like, oh, it's unfair. That's just how it is sometimes, right? It's just how it be. But I just think it's just the art test. No, it's not the art test, sorry. It's the idea that you have to do an art test and then not get any feedback. And that just infuriates me. I was searching for 1.5 years for a job before I found one. Oh, have you got a job now? Are you in work? I don't know anyone who's... actually, no. That's a lie. I was going to say, I don't know anyone who's applied for work as long as I have. I know plenty of people who have. But a lot of them didn't continue doing ArtStation submissions like I have, like continuing my portfolio. But bring honest, giving people time constraints below a month, to me, it's crazy. You have to get this done now. Yeah, it's really weird. I mean, my company was very strict on time constraints. My company kind of wanted the world in a very short period of time, which is fine. You know what? I need to refine this scene, FYI. I need to find this scene, get it in at UE5, get Lumen on, and get better trees. This scene is really, really dragged down from lack of decent trees. Because it was all made by me. I should have just said, screw it, I'm going to use Speed Tree. And just use Speed Tree. Whoops, that's not the button I wanted to use. On the side, obviously, still studying. You can make a before and after. How? I swear you could, but then I couldn't find it. Can you have a before and after show different scenes? Or is it just a before and after of the scene you're working on? That's the only two images I really like here. This one I don't think has any good images now, just because I think the bland sky really destroys the appeal to this scene. After doing the next two scenes I want to work on, I guess I'll do that one. Scenes, you mean? Wait, you can do it, scenes. Tools, docs, tools. Open scene filter. Oh, I've never added filters before. Oh, right. But bring on this, giving people time. Oh, sorry, yeah. I already read that. I just, man, I'm clearly just overly bitter about things like this, but I think it's warranted. Considering I've spent so long in my life, I've dedicated so much free time in my life making portfolio piece stuff. Don't get me wrong, it's still a hobby. I still enjoy doing it. But how are you supposed to expect someone? So I don't really like the friend scenes anymore. How are you supposed to expect someone to continue doing what they love doing when they don't have the finances for it? Because at the end of the day, you can't do what you love for free all the time. It's just not possible. It's not possible. Because at the end of the day, things just take time. And you need money to live, especially today where you need a lot of money to live. Do I want to put any of my stylized weapons in there? I don't feel like any of my stylized weapons are good enough because they were all very rushed. We'll put that one in there. They were very rushed because I was making a lot, or because I'm an environmentalist, right? I'm making a lot of weapons and not putting a lot of time into it. How you been, Wolf, by the way? How is my boy? My beautiful baby boy. I kind of want to... Uh-oh. PC, are you good? You didn't even import it in. I want to take this. Whoops. And I want to increase the image size to 1080p. I know it's going to kind of blur some of the images, but on the stream we're not going to have it. It's not taking up the full screen anyway, so I think it'd be fine. Re-upload on my ArtStation. This resolution. I'm actually going to do that. Even though, like I said, it'd be a little bit blurry, that's fine, because at least it'd be the right resolution. For those of you who've not seen it before, look, the resolution's smaller on this. I don't know how I managed to upload it as only 720p. But somehow I did. I've got it actually rendered in Unreal now as well. Like, ooh, fancy Unreal rendering. Then goes for company. Okay. Same goes for computer science. That's what he said. We want to see stuff you made, but most of it was for uni work. A pretty small. Yeah, that's what I mean. Because it's one of these things as well. It's like after university, you tend to not have all the time you want to spend on a project because you're working at like 3 units in a span of 3 months. So everything you've worked on was only a 3-month unit at most, maybe a 6-month if it was a full 2-term unit. Which it sounds like a lot of time, but when you're working on other units at the same time, it's a bit hard. Nice bag render figure. Have you been? I've been alright. I actually got to go to the hospital today after a year of being referred. I finally got to go in. I was so excited. I shouldn't talk about this. I had a camera shoved up my nose. And went like this, and then went down my throat here. He put it all the way around. The funny thing, he apologized because he put it in, and then he realized on the camera it was smudgy. So he had to pull it all the way out, clean it, and he's like, I'm sorry, yeah, I got to put it in again. And he cleaned it, and he went, wee, and put it back in. I'm usually fine with that kind of stuff. It felt really weird. I was like, oh. But I'm usually fine. I just sat there like, that kind of stuff doesn't bother me. Not as much as some people. Some people will start gagging. Some people will start trying to sneeze, even though there's something up their nose. No, I was fine. Edit project, that's what I want. Let's delete that one. Did I? Oh, did it not save yet? Have I not clicked save button? I've not. I should have a 1080p version of that now. It looks fine upscaled, actually. You can see it's been upscaled. I mean, what I could do is go to image upscaler. I just tried this onto my desktop. I did. Must delete it. That sounds. I don't know. Yeah, it was. It was definitely something. Yeah, they get like one here, one here. They're like, I need a third opinion. They're like opening their mouth. They put one in my mouth. They're all like moving it around, like looking at 3 different cameras. Like, well, they basically said, "I need my tonsils removed," and I was like, and it was like, you don't have to get it removed. He's like, it's your choice. I was like, would you like them removed? You can go away and decide if you want them removed. And I was like, I want them removed. So that's going to be happening at some point. Up to 18 weeks, I gotta wait for that. But at least I have a time frame now. You know how nice it is to actually know I'm going to eventually have it done. Oh. I also got some medication. I'm not quite sure. It's something to do with acid reflux that they think could also be causing my issues. Even though when he asked me, do you get acid reflux? Which actually means like the sensation of it. I was like, no. Because I don't. I do not particularly get acid reflux. Well, upscaling, boys. So this website's really cool if you've not used it. There's probably better websites. It's kind of the first one I found when I typed it in at one point, and I was quite like, look at the quality. Look how much it actually. Look, you can kind of see it's AI upscaled here, but like the originals. So you got the upscale on the left. You can see it over here. So on this side, you can see the normal upscaler. And if you look to the AI upscaler, it gives it like actual sharp edges and stuff. Like, look at that. That looks really nice. Is it kind of a fake image? Yeah, but I don't have the original file too. Well, I probably have it laying around somewhere, but it works pretty well, so we're going to download that. It's got a weird scale anyway, so I've got to readjust the scale regardless. That once. There you go. Not showing my downloads folder. Again, I'm pretty sure there's nothing bad in there. But you know what? Sometimes I do randomly download something by accident or something like that. Something like that, yeah. That sounds really suspicious. Oh, that looks good. Can you tell us AI upscaled? And compared to... Ooh, actually, let's Photoshop. This is the resolution I want it to be. Wait. Yeah, okay, so if you look, this is the upscaled one. Not upscaled. So even though it kind of looks a little fake, I think that's good enough. I think it's better, sorry, should I say. That's fine. We'll save that. Oh, that's a wrong file type. My phone's actually really bad at the moment, though, so... Yeah, it does give it a slight tune outline. That's what I was thinking. Wait, is it not PNG? That's JPEG. Fine, I'll just say it's PNG. But PNGs anyway. Alright, so let's delete the other one out. Let's go into my ArtStation and I'll replace it. Even though, like, you can clearly say it doesn't look as good as these ones. These look really sharp. But it is just a bottom image. That's fine. They're actually quite a different tone to them. You can tell there's more of an orange tone and a bit more light hitting the top surface. I should have probably desaturated it ever so slightly as well because it looks a little bit saturated. Saturated. Oh wait. Hold on a minute. That is the that's already. Wait, is that not? Well, we'll delete it. Yes. Yes. There you go. Add a new image. There's probably that documents laying around somewhere anyway. Anyway, I could find at one point. And save. Kill. Back. Refresh the page to make sure I've got the new one. There you go. Yeah, that looks fine. I don't think anyone's going to complain about that. They got these images anyway. Anyways, the only reason I was doing that was to keep it in this folder. Let's go back to my ArtStation. We're just making a new folder that goes through images. I mean, this is cool, but I figure like I could have improved that a lot more than I have. We'll have that in there, sure. We'll have some real-time props. Obviously, have the tank in there. That was good. We'll have this in there. Why not? So, oh, there you go. The one that shows the whole thing. We'll have the M4. Oof, AK. Someone would have got very upset at me saying that. We'll have the car. That's fine. And character. We'll have the character. Even though he's not done, we'll have him shown as well. Oh, Wolf, did you see the game I made for Gamescom? Oh, we'll take some images for that as well. What the heck has happened to my start menu? Why is it moving to the other side of the screen? Windows, are you good? There you go. I'll show the art for my game. Nice in my game. I only did the art for it. Screenshots, Windows. Here we go. I made a low poly like stylized game. You walk around as this spaceman. We're gonna put those images in as well, just to show what's on that. I think that will go into my ArtStation when I can bother to get it sorted. What images do I not like? That's fine. That's not fine. That you can see the trace. That's fine. So 1, 4. We'll just do those 3. That one, and that one. Yo. Now we're going to OBS. We go to our Just Talking stream. Hello. I wonder if I could just find a template real fast online. Streaming template. Free streaming overlay template. There's got to be loads of free now, surely. Oh my god, these will suck. I really dislike these. Oh my god. I like what I've got now compared to these. Just blank. Yeah, this was on this one. Oh. Can I not? Wow, that's useful. Oh my god, they've even got like these cutouts. Wait. These free? Oh my god, they are. Download license. Commercial license. I don't know if that means I can use it. I don't want this one anyway, but... Is that one I just clicked on? Dunno. So I basically just want this, and then it just swaps around, I guess, when I thingy. But the chats down here, kind of... Do I want the logos to show which chats they are? A little bit annoying. That I can't really show that. I wish I was a better graphics designer. I just don't really have the mental space for it. Like, I can't even, in my head, imagine what I want to do. It's just like, nothing really crosses my mind for that kind of design. Like, in my head, I'm like, okay, we'll go for our, like... Let me make a... What if I select the whole thing again, then? Basically, you want our camera. Our camera. Oh, I guess that is our camera. Our camera. We want... Also the same aspect ratio. We want our scene. I guess with a slight edge to it. Maybe we'll scale this one down ever so slightly. Should be able to pull that down and match that, right? Like that. We then have our... Again, it needs to be the same aspect ratio, so this one. We then have... Ooh. Have our... Oh, see, yeah, that's the problem. So this definitely would need to be smaller still. Also, I've not really said in chat before, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be going to Japan at some point soon, which is very, very exciting. I've never been abroad before, so it's going to be a very interesting first abroad experience. But I'm super excited about it. I just need to get my friend to help me book it all. He probably hates that I'm asking him for help. I say probably. He definitely hates that I'm asking him for help. Aligned, cool. And delete that one for a second. Increase the size of that one. With maybe a 2 gap, something like that. One underneath. We get it perfectly matching like that, but then what do we have down here? My links, my stuff, and then we have our chats here. We have our like YouTube, Twitch. Pull it up ever so slightly. Wait, I thought control. What? Why didn't? Yeah. And then yeah, we have our like Twitter link, our ArtStation link, and like our Discord link or something. Well, you can't really put it in Discord, but. Should prob switch to overlay back? What? Compared to one I got now? Is it because I'm working on this, you mean? So you want to see it? I think this is fine, right? For when I'm doing stuff. Yeah, that's probably fine. Because then what I can do... Depends what I'm going to want here, right? Because I could, try to think. Yeah, so what I could do is merge all of these. Draw the layer in between. Delete all of these. We get this nice template now with a white backdrop. And then it'd just be the color we want it to be, right? So you just want like a basic gradient. He's my favorite color. Let's go something green. Oh, but see, I just don't think like I don't like the gradient. It just looks so nasty. Hmm. I mean, filling it. I mean, the color's not very good, to be fair. This is an overlay for when we're streaming, just talking, but I'm terrible at graphics design, so. Well, I was looking for like a free one, but there's none that had like the free talk section I would have wanted. Let's see if you can make something. Oh, you probably have a better time than me. I'm just looking online now. Give me a font you like. This is already asking too much from me. I'm looking though. I kind of want like a. I think people really like my brain for graphics design and stuff is just so non-existent. I've just never been good at it. And it's the same with like looking at fonts. I'm just like, oh, this Comic Sans, that looks good. I kind of want like a digital one. What did that fit the stream a bit more? Oh, wait. No. Is there not a way to search? Oh, here. Alien Animal. The one called digital. Nope. There's one called like gamey. Nope. There's one called like retro. Retro. These are retro? What about that one? Aero Viaz, Brazil. Try computer. Oh. Computer. Ah. I was gonna say he's gonna be. The checkbook is kind of cool. The video freak is kind of cool. Bitwise is kind of cool. Any of those three. I'm looking for a template. Well, you're kind of making me one now, actually, but I'm also looking online. We've been very productive today. Oh, wait, let's at least make that part of the stream. Where am I? Where it's gonna reveal my work. Just talking. There you go. I have, well, I had one in here, right? Previous work. Wait, hold on a minute. Oh, it somehow ended up behind my screen. Oh, so it still existed. Oh, hold on a minute. I want to open that directory, to be honest. E drive. Did I clear up space on my PC? I did a little bit. E drive. I want to get a 4 terabyte SSD, not like a M.2 either, just like a normal one I can sit at my PC and take out whenever I want, because I just want a lot of storage space. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 storage spaces. I've got 1 terabyte, 500 gigabyte, 1 terabyte, 200 gigabytes, 1 terabyte, and 1 terabyte. 2 of those being hard drives. So if we ignore hard drives, we just say SSDs, I've got 2.7 terabytes of SSD space. If I get a 4 terabyte SSD, that instantly triples, or almost triples, well, between triples and doubles my entire storage space for SSDs. And if we don't include that, it's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, 4.7. If we include all of my storage space, it almost doubles it with 1 drive. And it means I can actually take stuff, if I put that, for example, twice, I can take everything I've got, or if I really wanted to invest in a 8 terabyte one, I can take everything I've got and organize it into 1 drive, and I think that'd be really nice. I know it's not a good idea, because people say, but what if that 1 drive breaks, but... Oh, yeah, so let me find that location. Desktop, 2101, previous work. Oh, okay, so this is actually relatively up to date. Oh, I can still just keep using this one. The only difference is I need to add a new scene in there. I think that's actually it. Which Simpsons versions it got? Oh, it's got some old Simpsons images. Okay, let's get rid of those. Put my new ones. Put my Canon in there. Good green with a color picker. What's a good green? It's a experiment. Is it hard making green look good? I mean, I think that's a big question. What color am I using here? It's a very light green. Don't like that. 31EF94. That's turquoise. That's kind of a nice color, though. I like that. Go for that. No, you don't want to go for that. That's my color. Is that your favorite color? Fine, fine, fine. Basically, similar color. Maybe around this. What's that look like? That's kind of a nice green. Might need to be a little bit darker, though. Nah, as soon as it gets darker, it just turns into like a mucky green. I don't like that. You could always go more on the yellow side. I feel like a tinted green looks better. I really like green. All greens look good to me, but I know that greens aren't particularly an amazing color for some people. You can even mute that green a little bit more. Maybe go like more towards this side. Is this value instead. It looks like it says seed 5 EED. Seed 42. Okay. So let's copy the previous workout, go to the just talking section. And we basically want that to take up as much as we can. Wait, does that shape it differently now? Does it? I feel like this kind of layout works, right? But like, wait, I'll look over there. Do I need to whip my camera around for this version? Yeah, I feel like that way's better, right? Because now when I'm like, wait, when I look at you guys, it's like looking towards the screen. And then we could have like the icon for YouTube and stuff, which I don't know where that went. I did have that somewhere, but it's gone again. Just I collect everything on my desktop from time to time and I don't hold on to it. I technically I'm not supposed to stream on both services, but I still do because until they ban me, I don't really care. Because YouTube doesn't have anything against it, but Twitch do, so I don't get enough viewers or revenue to really care. I don't get any revenue. What am I talking about? You basically just want an icon here, here, corner. If it was on the corner, I could pull it all the way back to here. Oh, so it looks like it's coming underneath. Oh, I can make it come underneath. Cool. I want to do so I could just chat at some point without and swap over. So I have a chat version and a thingy version. Like there. Why is that like it's got a really sharp edge? And now we're inverted too. When I look left. Well, when I look left, I look left for me, kind of. Like it actually, if I wanted to point to here, it makes like a lot of sense. Like grab this. Because it's like not mirrored, if that makes sense, or it's technically mirrored. And look at the hairline. Hold on a minute. Wait, is it that side of the hairline? Oh yeah, you can see. Look, you can see like where the hair comes up to here. We pull that back. Look, oh, balding. I think I'm not sure. That might just be how my hair looks. It looks kind of fine when I do that. But on this side, it's not doing that really. It's kind of doing that, not really. So. The question is, how do I... This part is like... Like, do we want to make it certain matches? This would have to go to, like, sort of a bit bigger. He's done it, boys. Oh my god, what is this? Why is there loads of tutorials? You telling me to pick a colour from here? What do you think looks good? I think it depends how much... Is this just going to be the seams? Is it going to be a solid color? You can make it look like it's glowing, like I have for my like existing one. Like I got this glowing. I actually made this one, I think. Because if so, I think around here. I mean, you could have... you could do it the way I did it here, where it is literally black interior with a glowing green on the outside with some green accents. If you want to do that. If you're doing it that way, I'd say like the kind of green I'm using now, which is sort of around here-ish. Just color palette I could use. Yeah, I think 815669 if you're glowing it. If not, probably 2F7721, maybe. Hold on a minute. Why is the preview not showing anything now? Oh, no, I didn't. Wait, why is the preview not showing anything now? There you go. What? Is there a black one in there? What was that? Nothing like, it's not like a completely black one. Yeah, I wonder if it should be scaled so that way this and these guys like fit. Would have scaled both of them together. Oh, that'd be so much easier if it did. Can I really not? Can I put them in a group and scale them? Where's the default group? There you go. Side panels. I'm gonna select. Hold on a minute. Right, that's one group. That's same panel. You switch to chat and screens, maybe. But because it's 16 by 9. Problem is, like, how would I have the chat looking then? Like, if I did that, that means these come down here. Well, let's do the ones that are in front first. Would these be side by side, or would you just have them long? Would I make it bigger? Because if we have that much gap, you say, oh, we'll just make this part bigger. We don't get the problem of not having space for that. I mean, I could. It's depending on the aspect ratio you want to use. I don't know. I can't think of how that'd go there and still look good. Also, where's the group for these guys? Oh, it didn't actually add it to it. But, oh my god, I'm stupid. Previous work, screen. Those two. There you go. So if I said that, can I scale both of them now? Oh, I can. That's lovely. That'd be like that, which means that would need to match up to that size. Like that. So that's how we'd have to panel it like that, and then I could have like my URLs down here. If we did it the other way, and down here, had it maybe. See, if we had it like this small, that's like barely anything left. Something like this. I mean, we'd need a gap there as well for the thingy, and then, yeah, they wouldn't be long enough either. It's really awkward. I mean, I could do it like this. Wait, hold on a minute. I'd have to... Viewing you. I hate that essentially a group doesn't, like, chats. Doesn't separate. I need to watch some movies as well. I've been meaning to watch. Got a friend I'd watched some. And I want to watch them. I've not watched them just because she told me to, but I want to watch them. They remind me a lot of... what are they called? Hold on a minute. It's got like a Japanese name. Or it's literally a Japanese name. Sure. Don't automatically play videos, Netflix. Thank you. It's not how you say it, but Rurouni Kenshin. Rurouni Kenshin. It's like a samurai movie, but it reminds me. The reason I really I've been enjoying it, but I paused it and I haven't finished watching it. But the chat in front of me. Oh, what you think like? Sorry, I got sidetracked. The reason I really like that. Can I go up or am I at the top? Okay, like yeah, like that. I mean, we could always make it smaller. That maybe. Then what would he have down here? I've got all this space here that's not doing anything anymore. So I obviously want to show me. So this is when I'm chatting, but I would like to have my screen up. Because if I'm like, oh yeah, guys, look at this. And I get up some big pictures so you can see them in the top right corner. So I like the idea of that. More expand. Very, very fraction lifted up. Why is it gone black again? Is there some images it can't load? It stays like that for a while. Is it going through them one by one? It is, okay. So I want it to be random anyway, I just need to sort out. That one, that one, that one, that one. I have that one twice. Whoops. I have that one twice too. I don't want to keep the friends ones in there anymore, I don't think. I don't mind the close-ups of that, it's fine. That one, that one. I don't want to keep that in there or that one in there. It restarted? Okay, let's change the speed so I can get through it faster. Do you think that's better with the chat in front of me? I don't know what I do at the bottom now, though. I was getting through all of these. These all look familiar. Or familiar, these aren't going black is what I mean. Yeah, yeah. But why has it restarted? It's not going through the last lot anyway. Have I got to re-add the directory? Delete plus add directory U. That folder. Okay. I froze for a second there. Jesus. I've broken it. Well, how did that move it? Just by double clicking it. Faster. Okay. Okay, I definitely need to reduce how many of those. I mean, it needs to be randomized anyway. So looping is fine. Random play back. Yeah, yeah. That's all fine, I guess. Yeah. Why is it not playing all the images? Oh. Oh, swipe leaves them in the back. Oh, that's cool. Cuts that, yeah, fades that. Do I prefer swipe? Do I prefer swipe? Maybe not. I want to know why it's not playing all of them. I mean, let me delete you and use this folder instead. Oh my god, smaller. Is that at least going through all of them? That's going through all of them. What? gonna throw images of this folder and see if it works. I know it's like going fast right now. It might be distracting. All right, other people put subs and follows in the blank space. But as in like how I had it, or sorry, I got distracted by editing the images. How many images have I got in here? 56, 36. I've got 20 less. What am I missing? I guess some of the close-ups of this is probably good. Right, let's check if that plays them all now. Obviously, it's not going to stay this fast. Is how far did they get? Is it because it's not playing JPEGs? Wait. Why isn't it? I'm so confused. It just refuses to load some of the ones in the slideshow. That's played it. So this is played all the way up to the floating island. Oh, for some reason the images have been scaled again. Oh. Yeah, it plays up to the island. Alright, I'll stop making this go fast now because I think it's what I can find now. That's fast enough on each one. I think maybe 5,000 ms. It's a random playback. Want to scale it down so it matches what we got going on. Oh, subs and follows, sorry. No, not really. I don't really know how to set that up. Oh, ignore that noise. That was just Netflix playing itself again. Check this artist. How does she do hers? Yeah, this person doesn't do any previous work. I feel like somebody's watching me. I feel like the way I had it was better having the chats here and then having my links here. Because the main thing you want to see here is my camera, right? The whole point to this version of the scene is so you can see my camera. So as long as that's the biggest and the chat's there, because the whole point is supposed to be 4 chat windows, I think we're good. If we do this, scale them to what I had before. And then we obviously need an actual backdrop to all of it. But I don't really know how you're going to do that now. Because unless you screen cap what you're seeing me doing right now, you can't really outline any of it that way around. Most people don't stream on multiple platforms either, so I got the problem with that. I could have combined them all together, but there was a reason why I couldn't. I think you had to pay for it, and I refused to pay for it. I was like, no, I'm cheap. Something like this. It really, like, you know what? I think it's because the YouTube should actually be behind main panel. Yeah, so now the YouTube and Twitch needs to come down a little bit. Yeah, like that. Boom. Easy background. That is a really weird resolution. Ah, it's got the watermarks on it. That looks terrible anyway. Yes. The Steve's tutorial is kind of squished. Can I stretch it? I can. Whoa. So can I use wallpaper engine as a background? I have a wallpaper in the wallpaper engine. If it's a wallpaper, you can select. Yeah, people are just saying, my background right now. I could find a background, but the problem is I can't just capture my desktop, right? OBS just capture desktop background. Yeah, it can't. I was gonna say because I could always just find an OBS background, so I'll have a little moving background. Because for now this works. It's not amazing, but it works. Fish station. Thick, exactly. I find the background. Why, right? Simple wallpaper comes in phone. I like how we've been. It's quite a long stream, but we've just sort of not been doing stuff. Freaking where's AI when I need it? I just typed in a background I wanted. I kind of just want a background that says the cubes piled up at the bottom of the screen. But I wouldn't know how to go about rendering that really quickly in Blender. Like... I would probably need to do this thing where you have like a... Well, actually, if we just do a bowl. Bit of a cube. As you all know, I like using the cubes. Whoa, way lower than I thought it was gonna be. Almost flat on, basically. I need to make this higher anyway. Oh yeah, but I need to cube to land like... Yeah, because I want to act like that's the bottom. Ooh. Like... Yeah, actually it's smaller, right? Wait, where's the floor now? Have any of you played Baldur's Gate? That game is really fun. I was playing it with friends, but they've been busy lately. I've not been able to play with them. I'm not actually throwing shade. If they're busy, they're busy. Some more built up over here. And then base. Oh, wait, I need to set up physics. Brain. Right, it's in here. It's rigid body. I need to make this a rigid body, but make it passive. When you play it, where did it go? What? Does it count as... Right, the whole thing's getting collision. Nice. Vexel. The mesh? Yeah. Cool. Then I just want a load of them. All within. Oh, actually, I want a load of them. But I don't want them to change dimension in this area. So if we just go like this. And I want loads piled up over here. As we get over to the left, I want less piled up. Close. Wait, I think people on the left, it's fine. Oh, I want them to stay as like a slight mountain, but to keep like... Maybe I need to lower them a little bit. Don't got as much force with it. Gonna simulate the same thing every time. Guess so. Guess we just keep building. Hopefully have some pile up. Knew I was gonna do that. Really, I'm so surprised there's less. I mean, what I could do, I don't know how you make it visible, but you could make a collision bounds over here so they can't escape. I know I'm not properly sharing at the moment. Yeah, you could make collision bounds over here, so these ones specifically can't escape. Go rigid body, passive, do the same behind. Hide those, and when you do this. Yeah, like that. When you render, I'll see the walls. Yeah. I've not used Blender's render in forever. I will not know how to do any of this, so I don't know why I'm even doing it because I have no idea how you do this. I guess technically I could have made it in Unreal. And then like a normal pan background. But anyways, we're not going to do that. I think what we've got right now is fine. I just need like a flat background for it. And then I think that works for now. I could always have like the art station I think at the bottom right too. Ooh. ArtStation logo. Like, I just suck at these kind of designs. I don't know what it is that is annoying, because that is not a PNG. That's a PNG. But that's black, so I'm going to see it. What about? That's an SVG. Nice. On. G. On. G. So web.p. I mean, web.p's don't work in here, do they? Oh, they do. Oh, so used to them not working in things. Or x.com logo. That it? Yep. Can I drag it from here? No. Wait, can I drag it from here? Yeah, drag the URL. This will automatically add the link at the sort. Oh no, that didn't work. Okay. That'd be cool. Well, this isn't gonna work yet because I don't have it. I have a black background, so you won't even see it. Let's quickly find a gradient background. Yes, I could make my own gradient background, to be fair. Up. Stop. Really? You're gonna license a gradient background? I'll just make it. I don't know what colors I want, but I could just make it. Wow, I thought this would be easier. I need Midjourney to make me a background. None of these are able to be downloaded. This is ridiculous. I thought out of everything, a gradient background would be super easy to find. Every time I click on them, I just get dragged to a random website. This was like too low resolution. Gradient background. Oh my god, why does it look so low res? No! What? I was like, what? Link. That one looks like it works. Oh, you found one as I was. Oh, I see. You won't see any of it though. I'm in front of all of it. I was thinking of going for like a more detailed background, but like you're not gonna like. I popped that on. Well, it's not actually fully to scale, and I dragged that in the back. And you just see that. I don't think that works for me. That's why I was going for basic gradient. 'Cause I think basic gradient makes more sense. Oh, whoa, that's a high resolution one. There's got to be a fit to screen. Just a screen. Why is he going in the chat folder? I want to. I don't drag things underneath it. That's really stupid. Oh, okay. I guess I could just do this. I don't like that either. I prefer just the black at this point. But then I won't see like some of the logos over here or the text. Oh well, we'll keep it like this for now. Nobody's going to complain. There's no one here to complain. Anyways, I'm going to end the stream. You know, I'll quickly unwrap the new sensor I got. I just dropped some scissors. That's not very good. Here's the very cool background that you just sent the planets. See you next time. Well, I'm just going to open this first. Got a new sensor. Wait, the cables are separate? Wait. Oh, it's not screwed on. I was like... Can I unwrap the bubble wrap? Classic bubble wrap. This is actually from... This is only like a tenner. That's the only reason I got it. Because I've always wanted... Oh, it's very clean. Oh, you know what? I got to give that some credit. That is very clean. Oh, how clean are my ones? They're a bit dusty. Yeah, cleaner than mine. I mean, mine have been sitting out for a while, so... You know, that's pretty good. That should stand. Yeah. Oh, the padding looks basically new as well. I think it was pre-owned, I'm pretty sure. But it's very, very good. There we go. A whole new world. A new... Got a last band around it. A new sensor that I'm going to be plugging in. And I don't know where I'm going to be placing it. Probably over there in that bedside cabinet. Or in the chest of drawers. Because as long as it can pick up everything. I probably won't have time now to test it out tonight because it's midnight. Yeah, there it is. Very good. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know we didn't do anything productive, but I do kind of need to get all my subscriptions back in order. And yeah, I will catch you guys next time. Boy, let's swap over. Bonk. Or should I have it like this? I can always take a screenshot of that and try to make my own template. We'll see. Alright, catch you guys later. Bye. I'll try to stay well. You too. Bye.